It's a warm, muggy day down at the plot today. Everything has dried out, so it needs a big drink of water. Hello everyone, back up at the plot again. Warm day, as I mentioned earlier. Just done the watering. Quick plot update, show you what has happened, what I've planted in the last couple of days since we last spoke. And just one little question I'd like to ask you guys. It's not very exciting. I've got quite a few of these things growing on the plot. I don't know what they are. They're probably a weed. In fact, I know they are a weed. I don't know that at all. I'm lying. That's why I wanted to ask you guys what they are. Alright, let me pick up the camera and take you around on another plot tour. Right, starting with the spuds. These bad boys are performing like a boss. They are really shooting up now. First 6 rows of kestrel. Last 4 rows, Charlottes. Over to French climbing beans. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 sticks, so I've put a couple more in seed trays, waiting for them to grow on, and then I'll plant them out. But yeah, they're looking okay. Down here, ran out of space on the other potato bed, so just planted the last of the potatoes, 1 row of Charlottes, and not that you'll be able to see them, but they are coming up. Spinach. Actually, quick little question. Do I need to put either slug pellets or net these up? Basically, what pests like these? Pigeons, maybe? Probably. They're a brassica. What about slugs? All advice will be gratefully received. In fact, if you can tell me what I do need to do with them and it works, I'll pay your mortgage for the next year. Moving on down to my very wimpy broad beans. Do you remember early on, a couple of videos ago, I sowed the broad beans that were taken by the mice? Well, I grew these at home. They're looking pants, to be honest, but they're growing. There, 1 rogue, what is that? 1 rogue cabbage. Under there, got the broccoli, doing well. Down here, iceberg lettuce. Got some good heads on them now. Really quite firm in the centre. So I reckon in a week or 2 I'll be taking one of those. Green cos lettuce, a couple of Brussels sprouts. Oh yes, there's the cloche I was building the other week. I'd like to thank everybody who suggested I should have used curtain netting just to finish it off. If I'd had a brain, I would have come up with that idea, as I don't. I want to thank you guys for enlightening me, but as is, I'd already bought some of this mesh, and so just use that anyhow. But next time, I'm going to raid the old netting, curtain netting. Strawberries, just doing their strawberry thing. Cabbages, desperate to be released from their prison. Gonna have to do that soon because I'm gonna have to get another cloche built. Rhubarb, no custard. Some more raspberries. Doing okay. More random broad beans just planted down here. Chard, Swiss chard. Oh yeah. There's a clump there. There's a couple just trailing off down there. So first time I've grown Swiss chard, happy about that. Radishes. Grown a standard radish before, you know, the little red one. These are the long white icicle ones, never grown them before, just fancy trying them. Under here, got some beetroot. I'm going to re-sow some beetroot because they were taken by mice, stroke slugs, stroke the veg monster, whoever. Shallots, doing their shallotty thing. Just got to get rid of the weeds. Keep saying that every time I come up here, never happens. Onions, some of them in need of, especially that one there, bit of Viagra, onion Viagra, looking all droopy, but I think they're going well. I grew these last year, had no problems, so I'm happy. Garlic seems to have made a slight recovery. I didn't water the garlic and I just left it just to see what would happen, and it's pushed on, so I don't know, I'm guessing it might just like drier conditions. So I'm not going to water these. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It better, otherwise my onions might bolt and that'll be the end of them. Yeah, I mentioned that I got a question for you guys. What are these lilac-y flower things? I'm guessing they're a weed. They probably are. I don't know. I've got quite a few of them. I kind of like them, but if they are a weed, they're going to have to come out. Anyway, answers on a postcard to Allotment Grow How, please. If you can let me know what those are. Are they friend or foe? Let me know. And then down here, my dad popped up at the weekend and donated a dahlia. He planted it there, and then he donated these, which I don't know what they are, but I said thank you anyhow. Got a couple of lupins. I know what the lupins are. This is death row. That there and that there. I think that's a lupin. No idea what that is. That might also be a lupin, but I'm nicknaming that death row as it. They are so small and don't look as though they're going to make it. And then finally last year's daffodils just moved and planted there. I'll dig them up next year and space them out again. So a little bit of a flower area coming on here. And then butternut squash. Going to plant one of those, or maybe two, at the back of the shed in a minute. Never grown those before. I know they like a bit of space, so there's a bit of space behind the shed because they like to scramble around. I'll plant two and just see what happens. And in here, it's only 2, 4, 6 French climbing beans, and I've jumped on board the 2, 4, 6 here. I've jumped on board the old cucumber bandwagon. James Wong has got a lot to answer for. So yeah, I'm growing some cucumelons just to try them. There you go, plot update. Let's get and plant some of them now. Do you see this face? It's not a happy face. Do you know why? Because I've just spent about an hour watering the plot, I don't know if you can hear it. Tipping it down. Absolutely tipping it down. Thank you, John Ketley. Ah, look at this lot. A nest of baby spiders. Disturbed, I guess, by the rain, like me. Thousands of them. There you go, climbing up. Up you go, fella. Go on, get up there. Go on. Anyhow, I just thought I'd show you guys that. I was just about to plant the butternut squash. Stumbled across these guys. Okay, so here I am behind the shed. There you go, just to prove it. Those are the butternut squash. I'm only going to plant 2. That will leave me 3 left if 2 of them, these 2 don't take. Got no idea how or where to plant them. I'm just going to stick them in the ground. I'll cover them up just in case. And yeah, just see how they get on. They've got quite a big area to scramble around in, 2 of them. So I'd imagine that this section of plot here behind the shed is probably big enough. Only time will tell. Right, I'm just going to plant 2 of those. But that's as exciting as it gets. Okay, there they are. Butternut squash 1 and number 2. I've got no idea whether it's too early, too late, or whatever to plant these. Whether I need to put fleece over them, pellets down, I don't know. I think I'll put a bit of fleece over them. And that's it. Never grown them before. It's just a fingers crossed moment. Let's just hope that they do okay at the back here. It's a bit of a sun trap, although you wouldn't think it today with the clouds in the sky. But yeah, fingers crossed these guys do okay back here. Well, thanks for joining me again up here on the plot. I'll see you next time.